The EchoFront Report, your podcast for sales automation. Welcome to this exciting episode.
Have you ever wished you could just, fast forward through all the hype, get straight to understanding what's really cutting edge in B2B sales? Without drowning in jargon. Just clear insights you can actually use.
Yeah, cutting through the noise.
Exactly. Well, you're in luck, because that's precisely what we're doing today. We're taking a deep dive into something truly transformative.
Okay.
We're looking at a realm where artificial intelligence isn't just like a fancy tool anymore. It's becoming an autonomous agent.
Right, acting on its own.
And that's fundamentally reshaping the role of the human salesperson. Our focus today is this idea of an intelligent, proactive customer portal. It's really redefining how B2B sales actually happen.
Yeah, and our mission here is really to unpack how AI and human expertise are merging in a way we haven't seen before. This isn't just about tweaking the old processes. It's more like moving into a dynamic, really individualized client cockpit.
A client cockpit, I like that.
Think of it like a personalized, proactive digital hub. It's where clients get everything they need and they interact directly with the sales journey itself.
Okay.
So we'll explore the new capabilities this brings for both the AI and the human, and crucially, where their roles now overlap quite extensively. We want to give you a really crystal clear picture of this whole evolving landscape.
So forget AI just assisting. We're talking AI actually leading in some areas.
In some key areas, yes.
And humans are then orchestrating the whole strategic play.
That's a great way to put it. Orchestrating.
It sounds like more than just efficiency gains. It feels like a total rethink of how value is created, how it's delivered, especially in those really complex sales.
It absolutely is.
Okay, let's unpack this. So in this new ecosystem, the human salesperson, they're not just selling in the traditional sense. They're becoming this strategic orchestrator. That sounds like a pretty big shift. What does that actually mean in practice, for someone on the front lines, or even for those of us who interact with sales teams?
It's a monumental shift, really. The human salesperson is essentially being liberated from those repetitive, often mundane tasks.
Right, the admin stuff.
Exactly, the things that used to just eat up their day. Now they can focus their energy on what genuinely makes the critical difference in closing a complex B2B deal.
Okay.
Think of it less like processing transactions and more like being a high-level strategist.
Yeah.
An insight interpreter. And what's truly fascinating here is how the data, which the AI provides, empowers this genuinely personalized approach. It moves way beyond guesswork. The salesperson, they effectively become the chief analyst. The AI gives them precise, really granular data, like which content a customer is actually using, how intensively.
You mean like how long they looked at a page?
Yeah, even scrolling behavior within a document. For instance, the AI might flag that a client opened your pricing doc multiple times right after a demo.
Okay.
And they spent significant time on specific sections, maybe the payment terms, but that instrumentation case study you sent, barely touched.
Wow, okay. That's game-changing information.
Yeah.
So instead of just a generic checking in email,
Right.
the salesperson can call and say, hey, I noticed you spent some time on our pricing, especially the tiered options. Maybe we could dive into that. Any specific budget questions coming up?
Exactly. That's a conversation based on real, demonstrated intent. It's proactive. It's informed engagement.
Makes sense.
And beyond that, the human manages the strategic milestones. So while the AI might automatically advance the process based on predefined sales stages, moving from initial contact to qualified lead.
The CRM updates.
Right. The human is overseeing the bigger picture, the overarching goals. They're the ones who step in when a deal unexpectedly stalls.
Okay.
Or when a really complex, unforeseen question pops up that's just beyond the AI's current knowledge. Or, when a high-level negotiation with the C-suite needs that human touch, that understanding of maybe internal politics or specific client nuances.
Ah, okay. So the AI handles the sort of how-to of the structured process.
Yeah, predictable path.
Yeah. But the human guides the what-if, those curveballs.
Exactly. And that what-if realm, that's where things get complex, unpredictable.
Can you give an example, like a what-if where the AI would just stumble?
Oh, absolutely. Imagine a client's organization suddenly pivots its entire strategy mid-deal. Maybe there's a big market disruption or new leadership comes in.
Right, happens all the time.
The AI can definitely flag, a drop in activity or unanswered messages, but it's the human who has to figure out the why. empathize with the client's new challenges, strategically realign the whole sales approach, and maybe even help the client articulate their new requirements. And AI couldn't really intuit that. That takes relational intelligence, adaptive strategy.
Got it. That makes perfect sense.
Humans also become orchestrators of content, but in a much more sophisticated way now.
How so?
Well, the salesperson uses the AI like an incredibly fast assistant. It can generate initial drafts, pull together personalized materials really quickly.
Okay, speeding things up.
Yeah, definitely. But the human remains the ultimate curator. They ensure the tonality is right, the strategic message is sharp, the overall quality is perfectly tailored to that specific client, that situation. They add the nuance, the strategic framing, things an AI can't quite replicate yet.
So it's like having this super efficient content team, but you're still the editor-in-chief.
Precisely.
Making sure every word hits the mark, the message really resonates. That definitely elevates the role.
And it fosters collaboration in a deeper way, too. Salespeople actively use things like document upload areas within this client portal.
So it's interactive.
Very much so. They might request specific input from the client, like detailed spec sheets,
Right.
or they share drafts of proposals and iterate on them together. It turns the portal into a shared interactive project room.
Cool.
It transforms what used to be, a series of handoffs into this dynamic two-way street for information and actually co-creating the solution.
Right. So summing up this part then, the human salesperson is focusing squarely on that high-value stuff. Strategic thinking, interpreting nuanced data, personalized, empathetic interaction. And it's all significantly amplified by the intelligent data the AI provides. It's not just an upgrade. It really is a redefinition of their core value.
Precisely. And this elevation of the human role, it's only really possible because the AI isn't just some passive helper anymore. It's an autonomous agent. It's taking on significant responsibilities, showing initiative.
Okay.
This is where that agent part really comes to life. It operates independently within defined parameters, of course. Let's explore what that looks like.
Yeah, this is where it gets really interesting for me. The AI acting independently. What does that actually look like in the day-to-day flow of a sales cycle, especially from the customer's perspective?
Well, its core capabilities are genuinely transformative. First off, think about automated, stage-appropriate information logistics.
Okay, what's that mean?
It means the AI intelligently manages the flow of content. It makes sure the right documents get to the customer at the exact moment they become relevant in their buying journey.
How does it know?
It's directly linked to the CRM system Salesforce, whatever they use. So, when a deal's status changes, let's say from first contact to qualified lead, the AI automatically unlocks the corresponding content in that client portal we talked about. So the client immediately sees relevant context-specific info, maybe general brochures early on, then detailed technical white papers, maybe client-specific case studies later, all without any human needing to manually send it.
Wow. That sounds like a huge time saver for the sales team.
It's huge.
And a massive benefit for customers, too. No more waiting for someone to remember to send the right PDF or waiting through irrelevant stuff. The system just knows what you need next.
Exactly. And it goes further with proactive engagement and re-engagement. This is really key.
Proactive how?
The AI doesn't just sit there waiting. It independently sends targeted follow-up emails if a client's gone quiet for a bit. Okay? It can even make automated phone calls. Think of it like a helpful digital assistant checking in just to highlight, say, a new important document that's been unlocked in their portal, or maybe follow up on an unanswered question.
Automated calls.
Yeah, but framed as helpful prompts, not aggressive sales calls. It just keeps the momentum going autonomously, ensures the conversation doesn't just fall off the map.
So the sales process itself becomes more resilient then. Less likely to stall because someone forgot to follow up.
Precisely. And the customer gets that constant, gentle nudge, keeping things moving forward.
Interesting. What else?
Then there's the 24/7 knowledge concierge.
Okay.
Around the clock, the AI can precisely answer customer questions based on the entire knowledge base loaded into that client portal.
Instantly.
Instantly.
Yeah.
It guarantees immediate responses to standard inquiries. This frees up the human salesperson from handling those recurring, often pretty simple questions that just chew up valuable time.
Yeah, I can see that.
Imagine you have a question at, 11 p.m. on a Sunday. The AI gives you the answer right then and there. Doesn't matter about time zones or office hours.
That's a huge plus for customer experience, isn't it? It reduces friction significantly.
Massively. How many times have you had a quick question outside business hours and just wished for an answer right away?
All the time. This sounds exactly like what customers are looking for. A way to stay informed and engaged, but on their own schedule.
Exactly. And finally, there's intelligent content analysis. The AI doesn't just track clicks or views, it goes much deeper.
Like we talked about before.
Yeah, analyzing dwell time, scrolling behavior within the documents themselves.
Okay.
This gives the sales team invaluable insights. Which arguments are actually landing? Which information is resonating? Where are their eyes lingering? And maybe where might there still be uncertainties or confusion?
So it's moving beyond just did they open it to did they get it?
Essentially, yes. It's almost like predicting customer intent based on their micro interactions with the content.
Just imagine the operational efficiency this brings. No more waiting for business hours. No more wondering if that white paper actually landed or if they even really absorbed the key points.
Right.
The AI handles so much of that groundwork, meticulously gathering insights the human can then act on strategically. It really feels like a force multiplier for the whole sales effort.
It really is. And with such capable AI, the lines between human and AI tasks, they aren't just blurring anymore. They're deeply intertwined. It's forming this cohesive hybrid process where both are absolutely essential. It's a true symbiosis.
A symbiosis. That's a critical distinction, isn't it? Not just one helping the other, but working together.
Yeah.
So what does this really mean for the actual day-to-day work? How do they authentically work together, in the trenches, not just side by side, but truly integrated?
Well, let's break down some of those major areas of overlap. Take sales cycle management, for example. The AI is actively guiding the customer through those predefined stages we mentioned, automatically delivering the right info at the right time, keeping things moving with proactive re-engagement.
Right, the automated flow.
Meanwhile, the human salesperson is monitoring this whole process, but at a meta level. They're interpreting those rich engagement analytics from the AI and then intervening, but in a targeted, highly informed way at strategic turning points, or maybe to resolve those unforeseen roadblocks we discussed.
So AI manages the micro steps, keeps the momentum,
Yeah.
while the human directs the macro strategy and adapts when things go off script.
You got it. Then think about customer communication and engagement.
Right.
The AI handles the scalable stuff. Consistent communication via email, maybe those automated check-in calls. It serves as that 24/7 contact point for routine questions. The salesperson then conducts the really value-adding, complex dialogues. And this is critical, these conversations are based on the nuanced insights they've gleaned from the AI's tracking of communication patterns and content analysis.
So it's like one continuous conversation.
Exactly, a single continuous thread. The customer might get an automated email highlighting a new resource,
Okay.
then receive a personalized call from the human salesperson who already knows what the customer's looked at, what they've engaged with, thanks to the AI's data.
That sounds like a genuine partnership. The customer really gets the best of both worlds there, speed and consistency from the AI, plus the personalized insight and empathy from a human. It feels seamless.
Exactly. And this carries over into how solutions and documents are delivered too. Becomes much more dynamic, more collaborative.
So
The AI ensures all the relevant documents, proposals, contracts, specs are centrally available in the portal and stage appropriate. It might even help draft them initially by pulling in relevant data points.
Okay. Speeding up document creation.
Right. But then the salesperson takes input. The customer might have uploaded like a requirements list and uses the AI's generation capabilities, but refines it.
The human touch again.
Absolutely. They add the crucial nuance, the strategic framing, the bespoke elements that make it truly compelling for this specific client, for their key stakeholders. Then they release it in the portal.
So the exchange of information becomes really collaborative in this shared space, actively shaped by both sides.
That's the goal, a shared, secure space for co-creation.
It's fascinating how truly integrated these roles become. Before, you might have thought AI just handles the simple, repetitive stuff, and humans only do the complex strategy.
Yeah.
But here, the synergy is everywhere. Process management, direct interaction, content.
Yeah.
It's a genuine co-creation model.
Precisely. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, look at the sort of percentage overlap. Our sources suggest a really profound shift.
Yeah.
Tasks that were previously purely human or purely AI are now deeply integrated. We're seeing maybe roughly 30% of tasks remain purely human. Things like building that fundamental trust with key decision makers, The final, creative negotiation on complex contract terms, strategically resolving unforeseen interpersonal conflicts, stuff that absolutely requires human empathy, nuanced understanding.
Makes sense. The stuff you can't automate.
Right.
Right.
Then you have about, say, 25% that's purely AI-driven.
The predictable stuff.
Yeah,
though.
fully automated CRM synchronization, rule-based content delivery based on sales stage. That 247 answering of standard knowledge-based questions, task where AI just excels at precision, speed, scale.
Okay, so 30% human, 25% AI. That leaves a big chunk in the middle.
It does, and that's the truly fascinating part. The core of modern sales work, maybe 45–50%, represents maximum overlap.
Wow, almost half.
And what's insightful here is that this biggest chunk isn't just about sharing tasks. It demands a new kind of collaborative intelligence. Our sources suggest companies often struggle most, not with the AI tech itself, but with redefining the human-AI workflow in this hybrid space. They often need new metrics even, just to measure the combined performance effectively.
Right. It changes how you even think about success.
Absolutely. This core overlap includes all that proactive engagement and re-engagement we talked about.
Yeah.
The continuous analysis of customer behavior to figure out the next best action. Collaborative document creation and exchange. And just overall process management, it's a redefinition of collaboration itself. It needs a fresh approach to team dynamics, skill sets. Ultimately, this synergy between a strategic salesperson and an autonomous AI agent, all operating within that intelligent customer portal, it's truly defining the new pinnacle of performance in B2B sales. It's really no longer about if AI supports sales, it's about how deeply it's integrated into the core process and how that fundamentally reshapes what success even looks like.
That's a really powerful conclusion. The AI directs the process, the engagement,
Yeah.
while the human directs the strategy, the relationship.
Well put.
It seems like an unbeatable combination, really. Freeing humans up to be more strategic, more creative, while the AI handles the scale, the precision.
Yeah.
This approach transforms sales from just a series of separate, often manual actions into this continuous, intelligent, highly personalized journey for the customer. It really challenges our old ideas of what sales even looks like.
It certainly does.
So as you, our listener, think about your own interactions or strategies. How might understanding this deeper integration, human strategy plus AI agency, how might that change the way you approach B2B relationships? How can you leverage this symbiosis, whether you're in sales, marketing, or even just interacting as a customer yourself? How can you use this to create more value, get better outcomes?
And maybe consider not just the tools involved, but the fundamental redefinition of roles. What does that mean for true value creation? In any business interaction, really, it's about more than just automating tasks. It's about elevating the entire experience for the customer and the sales professional to a level we couldn't really reach before.